Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek Moviecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Hey, hey.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome,
I was gonna
viewers.
say, welcome back, Jim.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back
Yeah, it's good
to
to be
Jim.
back. Good to be back. It's been a road, so still tired, but getting better every day. So a lot of work to be done yet, but I'm doing really well, and I feel great now. Well, I feel great as great as I can be. So it's going to be months.
That's important.
But yeah. Couldn't wait to get back here though, to have conversation with you guys, and it was it was funny because like I had so many things I had. Well, I watched a lot of stuff, so we get to talk about that a little bit. But there's like game wise, it's been tough with my energy levels. But I did play some stuff, so we'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, it's good to be back though. Welcome listeners and viewers as well on Twitch live Tuesday nights at 8:00. Please join us if you can. If you can't though, everything's over on YouTube, so you can subscribe there. Then you get notified when we post, or even on here when we go live, and you can chat with us. So we'd love to hear from you guys. All right, guys. It's been a few weeks for me. What we've been up to, I watched the Anaconda movie with Paul Rudd and Jack Black.
Okay.
You know what? I laughed.
mentioned that?
You know what? I laughed. It's a stupid movie. It's one of those. It's a goofy comedy, and there was only a couple parts in the movie that I laughed at, but I did laugh, so it got me enough to say, hey, you know what? Wasn't all bad. But the premise is absolutely ridiculous, and it does feel like an older, it feels like a late '90s movie. That's what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like I guess they did a good job if that's what they were going
Like
for.
Anaconda? Yeah.
Yeah, but a comedy, like a late '90s comedy.
Right.
So yeah, it was okay. I don't think did I announce that I fulfilled the bet?
No.
No.
In my terribleness of getting treated, I watched Kraven the Hunter. I have to go over that now to start this podcast because this was the bet of all bets that we've had for a long time. We all knew Tony was going to win this at some point, but it did take a lot longer than we expected. So I watched
What was
Kraven
the
the
original
Hunter.
bet?
It was Beyond Good and Evil 2 coming out before Metroid Prime 4. At the time, we had no idea Metroid Prime 4 would take as long as it did. And in fact, Beyond Good and Evil is apparently not DOA. It's still being worked on, but I can't imagine we'll ever see that game. So, but I will tell you guys, this is a movie that this is bad. Like it's just like here's the problem with bad. Like like there's bad movies. Like Mystery Men is like a bad movie, but it's so good, like so bad that it's good. This is just it's bad. It's just like yeah, it's like ugh. Like it's just not
no redeeming qualities.
There's nothing about this movie that I could say was no. Okay, I will say this: the beginning of it, I enjoyed. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." It's like a he. I don't care if I spoil this. Do you guys mind?
No.
Just the beginning here. I don't care. I don't think anybody cares.
I don't even think Sony does anymore.
He breaks into a prison because one of his targets is in the prison to kill. So he breaks into a prison, gets brought in as a prisoner, and he goes in. The guy eventually wants to meet him because he's been like in the prison for a bit, and he wants to meet him. And then that's when the script flips, and he's there to kill him, and he kills him, the guy. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe this is what this movie's going to be about. Like, it's kind of like, he's a kind of a hitman kind of thing. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's a bunch of bullshit after this. So it is just like, do you remember? Can we remember when Russell Crowe was a really good actor at one point, wasn't he? Like,
At some point, yeah.
I'm not imagining this, right? Because
He was a
he's
gladiator.
god-awful. Yeah, like I think he's just taking paychecks now. Like he's god awful in this movie, and there's no saving that. There's no saving it anyways with this script. It's terrible. The acting is terrible. It's just ridiculous. He goes on a hunting trip with his brother, and they both hate their father. And it's his half brother, who becomes the chameleon later on. By the way, folks. Out of nowhere, his brother, who's the weakest kid in the world, becomes the chameleon at the end of the movie. But he goes on a hunting trip, and his brother almost gets attacked by this lion, this giant. It's like the spirit lion. Is this mythical lion? They don't explain why. They don't explain why. It's just mythical.
That they got attacked by a lion?
They're in Africa because their father's a hunter. He loves to hunt.
Okay, because I was like,
sorry.
No, you're good.
So So Dimitri, is the brother. Let me think. Yeah, Craven is obviously the main character, but what's his name? Who plays him? Aaron. What's his last name? Johnson. What?
No idea, man.
What?
You're muted, Corey.
It was
You're muted.
what was his
Aaron
name?
Taylor Johnson.
Taylor Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't take the shot. He has the shot for the lion. He doesn't take the shot. His father instead kills the lion, but the lion, before he gets killed, jumps into his character, bites him, drags him off in the middle of nowhere, and then this girl finds him and pours this potion on him, and that makes him like superpowered to kill everything, and that's how the movie goes. So it's extremely stupid. The premise is god awful, and I hated it. There's not a single part of this movie I said. It's like I said, the beginning was a cool idea. That was what we were gonna get. No, I didn't get that. We got shit. So, yeah. But I caught up on Daredevil obviously, so we could talk about that a little bit. And I did finish Maul. I watched all of Maul.
Maul. Wow. Okay.
I was
Can't
up last
stop,
night.
right?
Yeah, I was up last night, and I was like, you know what? I'm just watching this whole thing. So I watched the whole thing. That series is unbelievable. Like, look, it's Andor, but this is slotted like right below it for me. Like, this is that good. Like, instantly. Like, this is that good of a series. And it's animated, but it's awesome. It is so good. It's something I didn't even care. Like, amazing for almost a throwaway character from 1999, Phantom Menace. The guy gets cut in half, and then we have this whole story now of Maul, because Dave Filoni can't let it go, but it works. And I'll tell you what, his bread and butter is animation. We know this. We know it. So he does a great job
I
with
got
it.
spoiled on something for Maul over the weekend because people can't
Yeah.
help but
Yeah,
clip
of
and share cool things. And I get for most people, they'll probably think it's really cool, but for me, I was just like, really? Like, and it's something I've said before about another Star Wars thing, so I won't repeat it.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm just like, really? Like, and it's the whole thing, and like, the more you use a character or plot device, the less scary
imposing.
it becomes, and I'm just like, all right, like, whatever.
So I think that would be something that maybe they wanted to hold. I thought this was going to be a mini series, but there's a season 2 in the production already, and it's great that it is because I like the show. But I felt that was not necessary. 100%. I thought I was like, this was not necessary.
No. But freaking
But
all really cool. Yeah.
there was other characters that were already imposing. They were already up against the wall, and I'm like, it just didn't need that part. You know what I mean? That's it. So I'm trying to be as vague as possible here, but I felt like it didn't need that extra terror. I love the show though, Corey. I mean, I'm sure you've been updating on the podcast. So
It's great. I think it's the best show that they've put out in a long time. It's right up there, with the end of Clone Wars. Well, not even just the end, but after first season of Clone Wars and how that show went. Like, this show for me is like right on par with that, and characters are good. I do appreciate that. I was not expecting some of the characters, like their storylines, the way they went, I would say. But like, as far as the Maul character, like, the voice acting can't beat it. It's amazing. He just elevates the entire thing. And then
his character from the games deserve to be real. Yeah,
everyone's voice acting is great too. It's not
awesome.
just him. Yeah. Like, they do a great job, and I do like that they're teasing something, and I hope it pays off because I think the fans want it. And if they don't do it, that's just going to be a kick in the face, or a slap in the face, whatever you want to say. Because like, this whole thing seems to be leaning towards that, and it's like, well, if you don't do it, then what was the point?
Yeah. So
it could turn real bad.
Ted season 2 was fantastic. For those who are wondering, the show is. I love season 1 and I love season 2. It was even better than season 1. So if you guys want to watch a good, really funny show that probably won't get another season because it costs insane money to make each episode, it's worth it. I will say Bone Temple I watched as well, and that one,
better than the first one, or I say first one better.
Here's
than
the thing,
one that...
the one that just came before it, 28 years later, and then now this one, Bone Temple. It feels like they have a good idea for a movie that they split amongst 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm feeling like now. And after this movie, I'm like, I don't think it needed to be 3 movies. Maybe they wanted to do 2. Yeah, well, I don't know. This one didn't do so well, so who knows? But they do have 3 planned. But I just feel like this could have been a 2-parter kind of thing, and it would have been a better movie. But yeah, I mean, of note, I watched so many older shows because it's just easy to watch kind of stuff. You know, like I just watched so much Super Mario Brothers because when the movie came out, I couldn't see it in the theaters, so I watched so much of like Super Mario World, the show.
Yeah.
I forgot that like there was Captain N on that show.
Mm-hmm.
Like they mixed it every other episode. I was like, I completely forgot this, and I'm like watching Captain N and watching that. I'm like, this is great. And then the Super Mario Brothers 3, which was probably my favorite Mario Brothers cartoon. Super Mario Super Show is great, but the actual episodes weren't as good as Super Mario Brothers 3's cartoon. Yeah. And Super Mario World was good because it had a catchy tune, but I think 3 was my favorite of the cartoons. So. Other than that, there's a whole bunch of crap, but I just don't need to go over that with you guys. So, just a bunch of older stuff. But, anyways, Tony, how about you? What have you been up to?
Let's see. I was on vacation past week, so I did manage to catch a couple things on the plane. Which shout out to, I guess, United, because they had anime content on the in-service flight.
Wow, they got it.
Crazy. And I'm not just talking like Pokemon or something like that. I'm talking like I watched the Chainsaw Man movie, which isn't even out on Crunchyroll or anything like that.
Oh.
And I'm just like, really? Like, they're allowing this on the in-flight plane service? So I watched it, and there was no censorship at all. I was just like, oh, well, I'm glad I'm all the way in the back here because, there's parts where the main villain is, like, naked and fighting. And I was just like, oh, boy. But, that was interesting / good. The animation is nice. It covers the plot of the manga. I kind of hate when the TV series do this, where it's like like in Demon Slayer, it's like, oh, we're gonna take one arc and put it into a movie so we can make a lot more money. But Chainsaw Man especially, I didn't really like how it ended, so I'm kind of ho-hum on the whole thing overall. I'm just like, okay, well, it was pretty to watch, and took up an hour and a half of my time. And then on the way back, I managed to watch F1, which was a great movie.
Oh. Yeah.
Great movie,
wasn't it?
Like,
I
wasn't sure.
my movie of the year.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect, but you guys spoke highly of it. And my brother liked it, which he's super picky with movies. So I was like, okay, and this is going to take up most of my flight time on the way back. So I watched it. And gripping the whole way through. Just fantastic acting all around.
Yeah.
The plot was, interesting enough, and I loved how, they had tactics for this. Where it was using like rules and like exposing loopholes to be like, yep, like, oops, I got into another
law type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, damn, like, if this is how F1 actually is, I might watch this because it's kind of fascinating.
It definitely got me interested in F1. I haven't watched this season, but I really am thinking about it. Yeah.
The whole team aspect and the fact that like the entire, not just the drivers, but you have the mechanics, the tech people, like there's like a whole group of people that make this machine run, and the driver's just one small part of it.
One part of it, yeah. So I really did enjoy that and appreciate. I have a newfound respect for sports racing and stuff. So that's really cool. And if they make an F2 or whatever, F1 Part 2 or I don't know what the hell to call it, but I'll be there day one.
I mean, even if they do a crossover, because that's the rumor.
What, F1?
Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder.
Oh,
Tom Cruise movie.
Sure,
that's the rumor. Yeah.
The same guy as Maverick director, so Top Gun.
Yeah. They did a great job. So, and the soundtrack was great. It hit perfectly all this stuff. Like Cool. All right, Corey.
Just caught up on some anime. I'm trying to think. Maul, obviously. Daredevil, we'll get to.
Get to Daredevil here.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's pretty much
okay.
Same old.
All right, Mike.
Just the Daredevil episode. Other than that,
we could talk about it.
And a litlittle basketball, but yeah.
Yeah, the hell with baseball. It's over, right? The season's over.
Oh no, it's just getting started.
All I wanted was like I'm like, I'll watch the good part of the Mets season. No, I won't because it's bad. Anyways, Daredevil, guys.
Beat schemes.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah. Daredevil, Daredevil Reborn. It's the penultimate episode, right? We still got tonight, right?
Tonight is the last episode, is it?
Yeah, it's the finale.
Yeah.
It's the finale
Finale's
already?
tonight.
Yeah.
this season has been fantastic. But I did see you guys also. I saw you reported that like nobody's watching it. Like this is crazy that nobody's watching this thing,
It's
and
down.
Not nobody.
it,
It's
it's like
lower
50%
than the
lower.
first season.
Yeah.
It's like 40. Was it 48% or whatever? I think it was like lower than. It's crazy though that it's. I think it's a better season.
Yeah.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this feels more cohesive this season.
No,
Like
for
that
sure.
definitely does.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, yeah.
But like I was saying, like I think the first season had the benefit of having so much pent up demand for almost a decade, at least greater part of a decade of people wanting these characters back, and that was serviced by the first season. And I think there might have been some people that didn't like it as much. We were just like, yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll watch the second season. Maybe I won't. And then I think there's probably another part of it that's like, oh, I already know there's a third season coming out. There's no reason for me to run out and watch season 2. And
I heard a theory that people aren't as in tune to it is because it's not. There's no humor at all in this
No,
because
it's
Foggy's gone.
but
Without Foggy, there's like nothing.
lightness. No lightness to it.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
that
I can see
It's
that.
dark.
like elevates. It's just like downer, downer, downer. Look at this real world
that's the other thing too. Is
bringing the real world
we did
into this
mention
TV show.
It's a lot of like,
And it's just like there's nothing to lift it up because Foggy's not there, and so that's what
that makes sense.
I heard people saying.
It really is art mimicking reality or reality mimicking.
Yeah, it's like one of the best episodes is when he shows up with the backflash,
exactly,
or the flashbacks. I mean, so it's like I could definitely understand that because it is a lot of downer stuff happening.
Yeah. So what did you guys think of this particular episode this week?
I was trying to figure out what the plan was. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end there, like I'm trying to figure what was the plan, but I'm trying not to give anything up in the story. But I'm just like that was where I was confused. I remember like
for
like, what's the
major subplot of the season pretty much wrapping up. I feel like everyone involved in that is kind of stupid, and that was the plan.
Okay.
Both of our younger people involved were just stupid throughout this whole subplot, and I guess it's over with now.
Yeah.
I liked how that character arc ended, even though it wasn't perhaps as satisfying as some people would have liked. But I appreciate that we didn't just get. I think I said a couple weeks ago, it's like there's two outcomes. It's either this happens, or this character follows in another character's footsteps, and we have the next generation. And I would have rather seen that I would rather see what we got than that, because I don't really care. And plus, I think with Fisk, like kind of like another corrupt evil politician, just a giant man baby at the end of the day. Like you could talk so much shit, you could kill whoever you want, whatever. It's just like you're just a giant man baby. Like at the end of the day, when you don't get what you want, you just act out, you lash out, you attack or kill people you want. The whole thing like, you embarrassed me in front of Vanessa. It's like, oh my god, bro. Like seriously, like get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I mean, it was a good episode. I just cannot wait for Fisk to get his comeuppance, and I guess by extension Buck. Because that last line of this other character was like really poetic in a way, where it's like, damn, like
it was also his best shot at that. That was the smartest thing he said that whole time.
Yeah, 100%. And they actually did film it that other way. That wasn't the outcome. They did film it.
Interesting.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
But,
so,
as for the main part of it, I really think Jessica Jones is. I'm going to say her name. She's all over the promotional stuff. She's really kind of unnecessarily in this season. Like I don't really see the purpose of her being there. But
I feel like where they introduced her was very late. Yeah. That's what I feel like. I do agree with you on that because I felt like that was shoehorned. But now it's like
wasn't that just like Punisher in last season too?
Yeah,
I mean that's how comics go though. Like how many times did you read comics like, I guess whoever Spider-Man's in this issue of X-Men for some reason.
I think Punisher was
beginning though.
Punisher was a little more essential to the whole, the cop people and all that stuff. Like, was it him? Like, he was more ingrained in the main plot of what was going on. This Jessica Jones, they're like coming up with excuses about why she isn't really there, even though she's there. You know, it's weird.
No,
Well, I mean,
I don't disagree with that. I think
yeah,
it doesn't feel as natural as Punisher
Not
did last season. It does
yeah.
not
feel
that last
more
season
like
was great.
gimmicky
I still
here.
think this is a better season, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, would you like? Is the thought that like it should just been like, yeah, I'm gonna drop everything in my life, even though my husband's not around and I have a daughter. I'm just gonna go vigilanteing with you, like just at the snap of a finger.
I just feel like
I
that
don't. I
first,
don't know.
that first. My point is, I feel like that introduction should have been in the first episode to bring her in the whole season, kind of thing. I just felt like, didn't we get Punisher like the whole season last year? Pretty much.
Well, we
He
saw him
was back
early
and forth.
on, and then he kind
Yeah.
of pops
No,
up
we
every
saw him in
once
like
in a
one
while.
episode early on, and then he fucked off until he saved.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Lady.
I feel like that move they made didn't make any sense there. You know what I'm saying? Like, why make a move?
It's
Like,
just that she doesn't really need to be. She doesn't do much like at all. She's just there because they wanted to bring her in to show that she's gonna come later. She just doesn't really
yeah,
do much.
yeah. I don't know. So I like I said, I like the episode a lot. But I do feel like I do agree with you, Mike. I don't know if she is necessary entirely, but we're building to something. You know,
I
that's
mean,
the
yes,
idea. So
she seems like she might be important at the beginning of this next episode.
yeah. So cool. All right. Box office, guys. Let's talk box office this week.
It was
Devil
one of
Wears
my
Prada.
bold predictions.
Yeah.
I don't know if I hit it or not. It's debatable, but because I said the Devil's Wears Prada 2 would be the outside of our scope hit of the season, where stuff we don't know much about, not our demographic, but like the Barbie type stuff. It's not quite that level, but it did all right.
Yeah. It did very good. I mean, 76.7 million. It's at 239 worldwide. So the international showed up. So that's a good opening for this movie.
Yeah. I would say Michael's actually more of a
Surprise?
surprise because like that is doing crazy numbers. I did not expect.
Is
that.
it though? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
people are
I mean,
weird about
look,
Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
it's Michael Jackson. He's like,
right, but did
I
anyone
saw something
talk about this before?
no,
a
we
month
didn't,
ago?
because he didn't. I didn't know how it was perform. I didn't know,
Yeah.
but like, it's Michael Jackson. Like, I remember I just read somebody online posted like all of these actors that like show up like courtside on like Knicks games and like all the he couldn't go anywhere because he was so big. He couldn't go to arenas because people would maul him.
He
Yeah.
was the most famous person in the world for a while, but
Yeah. So
this one is a kid's gloves sort of depiction where
yes, it's just his professional career, I think,
we
isn't
don't
it?
get into any of the questionable stuff with this, and I guess he's got a lot of fans that like that still. So
yeah, I mean, listen. As a kid, I used to love listening to his music. I did enjoy the music quite a bit. I still listen to it on my playlists every now and again. So he's got iconic music. So, and that's what this is focusing on, really, is his performances. But yeah, 433 worldwide, almost 434 million. So 188 domestic. It's doing really well. Doing really well.
I do think it's surprising because it was tracking beforehand was very low, and then it just blew up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was talking about this until
we got a lot of older people who are probably into it who don't do shit online.
Yeah, they don't even know how you work the internets.
Yeah.
So, Super Mario Galaxy, 403 domestic, 46 international. I don't think that makes $1 billion. Do you think it does? It's 889.
It depends on how Japanese legs are. But yeah, it's, I think it's just gonna show up shy like 900 something. Which
yeah, I hope so because I have a prediction for $1 billion. But I think I'm gonna miss on my one. I'm gonna get my billions. I think I said $6 billion movies, and I still think I'm gonna get that this year.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of big stuff coming. But I really thought this would be one. It's just internationally, it's not as heavy as I thought.
Yeah.
So, but domestic, it's killing. 403, doing great.
Yep.
So there's your top three. I mean, the rest of it's all, Project Hail Mary, Hokum is the other one. So nothing really opening. Right? Yeah, nothing yet? No, nothing yet. Sheep Detectives. Hey, that's getting good reviews.
Mortal
Sheep
Kombat.
Oh, and Mortal Kombat is also. I'm talking about
Coming
Sheep
out.
Detectives though, because I've heard great things about this movie. It's really highly rated. I'm not even kidding. Like,
Is that the
I know Mortal Kombat
Hugh
2.
Jack?
Hugh Jackman's like gets killed, and his sheep are investigating who murdered him, and it's getting really good reviews. That's why I'm mentioning it because it's preposterous, but it seems like it's getting good reviews. But yes, Mortal Kombat 2 is opening this week as well. And what do you guys think?
I have a bad feeling about this. I don't think it does well. The first one was a COVID thing, and its reception was mediocre. I just don't. I know they're trying to like promote Carl Urban, Johnny Cage, or whatever, but I don't feel it right now.
Yeah.
I think we'll do okay. I'm excited for it. I'm more excited for this one than I was for the first one.
Oh yeah, because I think this is not finally. It's finally focusing on a Mortal Kombat character, not somebody new.
Actor has been all over the place, showing off his
Dude,
skills.
I saw that video. Holy crap!
Think
So
you'll get a
action-wise,
tournament
this looks great.
time?
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. Do I think I'm going to enjoy Street Fighter better? I think I might, because Street Fighter is just really taking itself super light, and I think that's going to
Well,
be
I
more
think
fun.
they're both doing what they are. I think they're both leaning into what their
Yeah,
niche is
They are.
here.
they are. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
So-
have high hopes for it, man. So
Yeah, I
Well,
can't argue with you.
financially or just like as a good movie
Both.
or something that you'd
Both.
enjoy.
both.
Yeah.
I think you could
So.
enjoy like one of them.
I had heard that
Maybe.
Mario Galaxy's. I heard Mario Galaxy's going to release digitally soon, very
They
soon.
delayed it actually.
Oh, did they?
They pushed it
Okay,
out
that's
by
good.
One or
For
2
me, but
weeks.
good for them. Yeah. So I'm waiting to watch it, but it's good for them. Good for them. That deserves it. Then it does have a shot at $1 billion. It does. So, all right, guys. Let's talk some news. We talked about Maul earlier in our what we've been up to. It is super certified fresh. 98% fresh. It's the highest rated Star Wars TV show. It's great. It's done great. Stick to animation, Filoni. So, because I just don't have this feeling about the Mandalorian Grogu. Or whatever it's called. Like, I just don't have that feeling.
That's the end
Like
of
I
the
just,
month.
I
Yeah,
know.
we're gonna go for
I
something
just
really good about Star Wars or something real bad with Star Wars.
for me, it just still
feeling.
feels like this should have been made for TV. This movie coming. Like that's the problem with it.
100% for sure.
There's just been
Yeah.
another season. Like,
It
They
could
actually
have
did
been, yeah.
a thing where they're gonna give away Star Wars Unlimited cards with the show or the movie. See, I
interesting.
even said show.
Corey's in. He's
So
in.
I'm absolutely in now.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exclusives, absolutely. So, yeah, we'll see. There's been some Star Wars news. Ahsoka season 2 is official as well. They announced that yesterday. Quietly announced it yesterday, but Ahsoka season 2 is actually in production. But that not much more on Star Wars Day because I was like super excited for like some news yesterday, and it was really just merchandising. Like I'm just like, I was kind of bummed about it because Mike, you were too. I know you were with video games.
well, I was
which
looking
we'll
for
talk about.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
but,
specific. But
Because
Yeah.
like I heard rumors that there was going to be a Tales of Luke Skywalker animated show, and I was like, I'm all in on that. Let's go. And then when I don't get that, you're kind of bummed.
It
So
is kind of crazy that there's more like statistics that were came out than anything else.
it was
That's
weird.
what I saw a bunch of.
yeah,
It's like, hey, how many Gen Zers are watching Star Wars? It's like,
it was more about trying to remind us it's not dead. Like if you have to keep doing that, there's something wrong. Maybe you should use your franchise properly. But all right, what do we got here? One Piece. One Piece coming exclusively to Netflix. Oh yeah, okay. So it's the animated. That's right. It's adapting the first 50 chapters, season 1 it's basically a remaster, right? Of this.
Yeah, remake,
One Piece?
remake.
Yeah, the remake. And they're condensing it a little bit, which is good because maybe this is where I watch. Just too much of the other show.
Well,
start
yes,
now.
let's
It's never too late.
Yeah.
The goal. Well, that is one thing I have been watching just because I want to catch up by the time it ends. But they have said that they're not remaking all of it, and of course that's always subject to change, right? Because if
Yeah.
money talks more than
Yeah.
plans. But their goal is they just want to do the early years where it was 4:3 format rather than like the newer modern animation where it was widescreen and all that stuff.
Okay.
But that's the plan.
All right.
But again, Money talk.
Mhm.
If everybody's making money off
Yeah.
it, I can't see them be like, yeah, I guess, no, we won't do more of we won't do more of this.
Yeah. So they're saying around 300 minutes coming February 2027. 7 episodes? Wow.
Yep.
Whew. That's it's still an investment, but not as much. So, all right. What do we got here? We've got Edge of Tomorrow. Is this finally happening? Is reportedly in the works. Is this finally happening? Edge of Tomorrow. This is Edge of Tomorrow 2, folks. For those that remember Edge of Tomorrow, which was a great movie with Tom Cruise, and it was a Groundhog Day war.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the premise was awesome.
Yeah, I can't believe it's
Yeah.
taking this long to do the sequel.
Yeah. Emily Blunt said once
Emily
we
Blunt,
can
yeah.
get Tom Cruise to stop making Mission Impossible movies, we might
Yeah.
have a sequel.
I guess.
And then he's done with the Mission Impossible. It's like, well, guess now
get a
we
sequel.
got the time. So
I wonder how.
Yeah.
Now that you
Yeah.
talk about Mission Impossible, how long do you think till they remake that, or a new series like with whatever?
well, I think they wanted Glenn Powell or something to like kind of take over, and he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, he wanted to be Star Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really into that. So yeah, I don't know. They won't take them that long. They're gonna reboot that series. Without a
Reboot
doubt.
or just continuation?
No, it'll be a reboot. I think.
Did we get another
this
Mission
point.
Impossible before we get a 007?
Ooh, bet.
No, no, I think we get a double. I just can't see them sitting that long on Bond. I just can't.
It's been a
I
while.
It's been a
think-
long time,
this
brother.
I know.
I know, but I think the game coming out this month is going to rekindle some interest in it, and also
Hopefully.
sort of make them want to go quicker. I would think so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The game is getting amazing previews. So, but we'll talk about that. Let's see. We got our first look at Apocalypse in X-Men 97 Season 2, which is coming this summer. Do we have a date yet for that, by the way? I don't think we
It's
do
June.
officially
I think we
yet.
did. I think we said
we get
it
a date?
last week, didn't we?
June.
I didn't know there was an exact day,
This
though.
month?
but-
Okay. I don't know about the exact day. I'm not sure.
But yeah, so we get Apocalypse. It looks like Apocalypse, so that's good. Just like the cartoon
only-
Apocalypse.
Yeah, the only thing that I really took from this is the picture that they have Wolverine wearing the dopey mask. So that's a little interesting. The dopey,
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even
pose.
notice that. Yeah.
the noseless mask. Although it doesn't look like maybe he doesn't have a nose or not. It's hard to tell, but
Like very Batman-esque.
yeah, that's what he wore at this point when he came back in the comics. But the reason is because his nose disappeared for some reason when he unleashed his full healing power potential after his adamantium got taken away. So they're gonna do a take on
Well-
that. Hopefully they don't make it as dopey looking, but he's wearing the mask, so we'll see.
We're gonna see how this season works because we're gonna have a lot of jumping. And if I remember right,
Much. It
Savage
looks a
Land,
little bit.
Past,
Savage
present,
Land was
future.
too long.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but it's been a long time since I thought about Savage Land, but that was such a long, jumping all over the place saga. But hopefully they make this one work well. So, yeah, that's coming, like you said, next month, and looks good. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it on the news, actually. Anything else? I missed anything, right? No. So that's going to wrap up this episode of the Moviecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we are live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us for these broadcasts. We can chat with you guys on it. You can ask us questions. If you can't make these live broadcasts, though, YouTube has all the content. Be sure to subscribe over there. It helps us out and also lets you know when we go live or when we post. So we'll see you guys on the Gamecast. We are out.